But I can't help but keep watching his butt cheeks. Like, I got to fight Darth Maul.
Yeah, the actual Darth Maul.
Uh-oh.
I love this scene.
I have my idea of what they did.
Thanks to today's sponsor, Squarespace. Stay tuned to the end of the episode to learn how to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of Stuntwomen React. We are honored today to have our guest, Lauren Mary Kim, with us. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a martial artist. I train in several different martial arts. Been in the industry for about 16 years. I doubled Elektra on Daredevil and Defenders. I also do a lot of mocap work, Mortal Kombat 11, The Last of Us 2.
We have a lot of really exciting clips to show you and to get your insight on. So guys, let's just jump right into it.
So I don't know if you heard of the show Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
We did a surprise season that was released this year, and I actually had the opportunity to motion capture for Ahsoka. And I got to fight Ray Park, which obviously everyone knows as Darth Maul.
Yeah, the actual Darth Maul.
Yeah, the actual Darth Maul.
It's cool that they went to Ray Park for this.
Yeah.
And not just hey, who's cheapest and can
Right,
do it.
yeah.
It's really interesting. It still has a bit of the animated feel. Mm-hmm. They managed to bring that life into it, even though it's also motion capture.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you've seen their other fights as just animated fights. They don't have the weight and they don't have the realism. And I think fans really noticed the difference in that fight versus other fights. Because it's real, pretty much.
All right, important question time.
Yes.
If you have a double-edged lightsaber and you have a regular lightsaber, or you can hold two lightsabers, what's your choice?
Oh,
what's most
I like
effective?
double stick. I mean,
Yeah?
I like what Ahsoka has. But instead of having one short, I would have both long, personally.
It's Darth Maul fighting over these giant pits, It's just his thing.
Did you guys actually have to balance on something when doing the mocap?
I think we had lines on the floor that we were acting like they were little poles.
Got you. How long did it take to put that whole thing together?
Ray and I had 2 or 3 days of rehearsal, and we got to make up the fight and then rehearse it.
You guys
a
get to choreograph
ton.
it too?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What was it like working with Ray Park?
Oh
He's
my
kind of an OG
gosh.
when it comes to all this.
Yeah, I mean, he is one positive dude. He is so nice. He has so much energy, and breath of fresh air, really.
Did he slip right into his Darth Maul?
Oh my
choreo?
God, it's like he's him always. He's always moving and doing something. I don't know how he gets that energy. Dave Filoni directed this as well. When he shoots it, he can actually see the real room of how it's supposed to be.
So cool.
It's a virtual camera, a virtual 3D camera, and so he can see what shots he wants. I mean, this is the future, I think.
I agree. I totally agree.
I couldn't believe that it's happening now, in our day and age, that we can do stuff like that. Probably the career highlight for me, for sure.
So cool.
That's super cool.
I got something for you, and I remember seeing this a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
I love this scene. This is my favorite scene. Oh man, so risky. Oh.
Ooh.
How on earth, okay,
There's honestly some shots in this scene right here that blow my mind.
you got 3 options. Either you're free falling into a pad, like a giant bounce house down at the bottom, or you could have a line or a rope on and just have it be a taut rope and you hit the end of that rope and you
Oh,
go
that would
like
be
that.
a mad dead man, though.
That'd suck.
Yeah.
Or you have a stretchy rope. Now I know there is a little bit of stretch and rock climbing rope for exactly that situation. When you fall, you don't want to snap your neck.
Right. I have my idea of what they did. I think they shot this on a stage. They built a rock wall. I think those are all descenders.
Descenders.
It's basically a wire system that descends a person with a line, so it looks like they're falling, but they're not. It descends them, literally.
So it's an assisted fall.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot safer.
That shot with them falling, I almost wonder if they're static and it's visual effects to make the wall slide down.
Dude, but then
Wow.
right there, that
yeah.
and that.
That looks so real, though. I think that's a real person really getting yanked.
I feel like you would be hurting so bad after this move. You're going
Yeah.
terminal velocity and then you get stopped right there. It looks so painful.
That's like whiplash right there.
Yeah, I think that's the roughest one.
I think she needs a massage.
The thing that really stands out to me also is those guys fall and the rope catches their father across the midsection.
Yeah.
And so when he lands, you can see, like, you can clearly track the rope. You can see it around him, and then they pivot around, or the pendulum around him, as if they're, you know, hung off of him.
Yeah, like it would really happen like that.
Yeah. So just the physics are so well done.
Yeah.
There's never been a scene quite like this scene. This is like an awesome opening scene. Like it flows so well, and the momentum's perfect. Like motion matching is perfect.
Yeah.
It's like 5 or 6 different techniques, all playing flawlessly with perfect coordination between each shot.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And of course, you can anticipate the rest of the scene is they're all hanging there, and the father's going, "You gotta cut the rope." And they're like, "No." He's like, "You gotta cut the rope." And that's the trauma that takes them to Everest, where they have to bring the nitroglycerin somewhere.
And that's the movie.
Oh, what am I doing on my phone in the middle of this?
Yeah, Niko, what the heck?
I'm not looking at Instagram. I'm not browsing Reddit. I'm here looking at the sub count for Corridor Crew. By the time this video comes out, maybe we'll be over 4 million. Who knows? But if we're not, please help us get there and consider subscribing.
Yes. Yes.
This is Wildcat from Stargirl. I double Yvette Monreal in this episode. She just got her superhero outfit, and she's trying to figure out what she can do.
All right, so this is crazy. This is a really cool stunt that you got to be a part of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Were you freaked out doing this move?
Luckily, I trusted my rigging team, because you never know what's going to happen. So it's called a Capstan Drop. Our rigging coordinator is free-falling me with a wire and then catching me at the end with these different loops on the capstan.
What?
That helps slow me down. But then there's also a safety line that catches me in case he fails.
There you go.
If he
Okay.
sneezes for some reason or anything,
arms get
coughs.
chopped
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. what riggers do. Like, you really have to trust them with your life.
The little wooden block that you backflip off of, was that necessary for you to be able to do the backflip?
Yeah, because I have to like push off something. The actual brick wall was like slippery, so we would have to have pegs to help have friction, so I have something to push off of.
So what I'm confused about is you're kicking yourself away from the wall, but you're getting sucked back into the wall.
Yes, so I have another person guiding me towards the wall so I'm not too far away. So I have to backflip. Instead of going back this way, I have to do an angle.
I saw that, yeah.
I love that they went through the same effort to get really cool camera angles.
Yeah, and so another cool thing is our stunt coordinator, Walter Garcia, he's actually on a line too, traveling down with me in some of the shots.
So when it comes to wires, do you have any advice to upcoming stunt women?
Listening to your coordinator and then checking knots, know your knots. Harnesses are very painful after a while. My crotch was like bruised and raw by the end of the day. And it was cool because that was actually an apartment building, and
wow.
people were like there at home and watching me out their window as I like
That's better than TV.
descend down, yeah.
Hey, if there's a unique fight scene that you guys know about that we don't, leave a comment down below. We'll read it, we'll break it down live on the show with a fun guest. All right, so this wouldn't be a React episode if we didn't have a Jackie Chan clip.
He's seriously one of the best.
I know.
Oh no, Jackie Chan!
Wow.
I just love the choreography here. It's so good.
I know, it's so good. But I can't help but keep watching his butt cheeks.
I know,
Like,
I'm right there with you. My eyeballs are glued to the butt cheeks. Oh, so
that's
good.
so cool. Oh my God, so good. They don't make this anymore.
I know.
Why not? Like the humor, the creativity, like I feel like everything's so serious right now. And I
Yeah.
think we need a film that's like more lighthearted like this again.
I agree.
Like action films that are like lighthearted.
You're right, there's no one that's doing martial arts action comedy these days.
No, not at all. Everyone wants to be so cool. The Rock should do something like this. So was he naked? Did he have a sock on?
I think he was just naked.
You think he just was freeballing it?
There's a moment of full frontal right there. We could see if we want to go
Should we
frame by frame.
I kind of don't want to.
All right.
There's a sock? No. Oh. We're like sad.
No!
Why, Jackie? I've done naked stunts, actually.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the context for being naked?
I mean, why not be naked? So I jump out of a tree naked onto a moving car.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Jackie Chan camera work is top notch.
Top notch.
It's all from a tripod. It's crazy. It's nothing's
What?
Yeah, like look, they're panning and tilting for sure, but it's locked. It's all like stationary, but they're following the action very specifically. All the movement is happening in the choreography itself. It's very smooth, the camera work.
So smooth.
How would you even start choreographing something like this?
He has motive, right? So his motive is to cover his genital area. And so he's just trying to find things. And then Jackie likes to use your environment, which they clearly do.
This fight arguably has a stronger motive than most fights. Like there's a very clear
Yes.
character intention in the fight, which makes
Yeah.
it really strong.
It's like a cartoon too. Like you think about moments that people would really enjoy, right?
100%.
It's like a Tom and Jerry act.
That's exactly it.
I actually got to work with Jackie once.
What?
I actually worked on Rush Hour 3 with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I doubled Soo Young, and we did that fight scene. Yeah, I got to see him fight, and I was just in awe of him. Like, because at that time I was still new, so I was still trying to learn how to, like perform for the camera, and I was just trying to soak up everything that he was giving out. So.
Oh my God.
And he was such a hard worker on set. Like, you know how like everyone has a job on set. So the guy that was sweeping the floors wasn't fast enough. So he took the broom and just started sweeping. He's like, okay, let's shoot now. And like, he really gets shit done. He's like full on hard worker. Like he was very focused and wanted to get stuff done because, we're on a time crunch as well. I was just so nervous. I wish I got to talk to him more. Because he's such a god in our world that I was just like, oh, is he looking at me?
It'd be the end of the world if he got upset with you for like, oh, hurry up, come on, come on.
I know. Oh my God.
You're too slow. And you're like, no.
Oh God. Oh God. I almost broke my wrist doing that. That counts as a stunt, right? I mean, I don't normally get to do these stuntman episodes. I feel very left out. But I finally figured out a way to get into the episode today, and that's by telling you about our sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespis, if you will. Listen, are you looking to build a website? Well, Squarespace has tons of great features for you to use, such as simultaneous posting. They can authenticate with your social profiles, letting you auto-post your content to Twitter or Facebook properly tagged. They got audio blocks integration, so if you've got a podcast, you can integrate that into your website. You got a friend and multiple contributors, so you can actually have your friends contribute to your website as well, so you can have multiple people posting blogs all over your sites, depending on their permissions. Yo, are you a stat nerd? Well, me too. With Traffic Overview, you can see unique visitors and page views and how those all trend over time, so you can make proper adjustments to get your website pumped up. And of course, you own all of the content you put on the Squarespace platform because they offer one-click data portability. And if you find yourself in a bind, their customer service will lift you up and caress you like a nice newborn baby. All you gotta do is go to squarespace.com/corridor to get 10% off your first purchase. That scared me so bad. Squarespace.com/corridor to get 10% off your first purchase. All right, now back to them stunts.
Lauren, thank you for the awesome insight, awesome stories into the work that you've done and some of the work that other people have done. It's always such a pleasure to have talented people like yourself join us on the show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Also, for those of you out there, if you want to see some more of Lauren's work, she has her own fight series she's been doing on her YouTube channel, which is just Lauren Mary Kim. There's a link in the description below. Go check it out. Go tell her she was awesome for being here and that she does awesome work.
Thanks for having me, guys.